New car models are being rolled up each year, some better than their predecessors, while others are aptly questionable. Well, to be fair, not all new cars are worth buying, right? The latest model of your favorite car lineup might be a disappointment, and you would never want to throw bundles of cash for something that will blow your expectations to smithereens. Do you want to know which of the new cars in 2024 you should avoid? Hello, everyone. This is Ted from CarlandTV. Take the back seat, as in this episode, I am going to give you the latest car models in 2024 that you will regret buying. Of course, I will mention the reasons why these cars are just subpar as compared to other fresh entrants on the market. Before I start, I would like to ask you the favor of hitting the subscribe and notification bells. They help the channel a lot. Now buckle up, and let's get back to the video. 2024 GMC Sierra 1500. You would be surprised that the overall consensus in the car market doesn't favor the GMC brand, especially their new releases this 2024. But among the GMC bunch, the 2024 model of the Sierra 1500 has been the biggest disappointment. Of course, we can't take the good points away from this vehicle. It has a muscular and rugged design, features that make it a real machine away from the concrete. The latest model is equipped with steel bumpers, galvanized grills, skid plates, and power running boards so that it overcomes difficult off-roads. Even the tires of the new Sierra 1550 have more meat on them. However, that's where all the good things end for the 2024 GMC Sierra 1500. Primarily, automotive experts suggest that this vehicle doesn't have solid reliability, which is surprising for a model made by GMC. I'm also concerned by the high number of reports stating that the new Sierra 1500 isn't refined. In particular, the truck is too loud and emits rattling and popping sounds while revving. These are the things you don't want to hear from an off-road vehicle. 2024 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. The Pacifica has been traversing American roads for quite some time already. But throughout its run, I have to be honest that it's just average at best. I mean, it didn't have any distinct features or qualities that could make it stand out. Still, if you need a family commuter, this minivan should be a decent choice. But just this 2024, Chrysler released a new hybrid model for the Pacifica, and needless to say, it's more expensive than its gas-operated counterpart. It has a starting price of $54,800 and comes with a 3.6-liter V6 engine, which is paired by 2 electric motors. This powertrain makes roughly 260 horsepower, which is already decent, but sluggish by today's standards. I could give this minivan a pass, but hey, it isn't as reliable as you thought it to be. It suffers from different issues, in particular its in-car electronics and electric charging mechanism. Even its battery isn't immune to complications. According to existing data, the battery management system used in Pacifica vans isn't foolproof, which, in turn, causes the battery cells to be susceptible to overheating or overcharging. 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Including the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee might raise your eyebrows. I know you might disagree with me on this, but hey, hear me out first. I am quite aware that the Jeep Grand Cherokee has some fantastic features to boot. Of course, this isn't the most optimal SUV in its segment, but as a Jeep, I am confident that it's capable of handling both concrete and off-road tracks. The 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee in particular has solid driving dynamics and a rather spirited engine. However, that's where the nice things about this SUV come to a full halt. For example, many users, not only me, have heard weird noises while this car is running. You'll never want a ride that gets noisy over time. Another thing, for its price, the provisions of the 2024 Grand Cherokee are a bit underwhelming. The base price is about $39,000, which should give you at least an all-wheel drive, but unfortunately it doesn't have. And if you want to fully equip the Grand Cherokee, you need to get its higher trims, which are double the price of the base model. Other SUVs, such as the Hyundai Palisade and Kia Telluride, don't have over-the-top pricing. So instead of picking the 2024 Grand Cherokee, which you might regret, just go with its competitors. Plus, let me remind you that the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee is already flagging signs of reliability problems, which might cause expensive and out-of-routine repairs and maintenance. 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonale. The 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonale is a stunning plug-in hybrid car thanks to its stylistic exterior layout and more than average electric driving range. I fell in love with this SUV at first, but eventually I realized that it had a lot of red flags on it that I should avoid. And maybe you'll find my realizations valid to avoid this vehicle as well. For starters, the Alfa Romeo Tonale PREV boasts a turbocharged 1.3-liter four-cylinder engine paired with a rear electric motor, generating a total of 285 horsepower. Not too fast, but definitely not that sluggish for its class. But here's where my first point kicks in. You see, its powertrain gets tired fast. At higher speeds, it loses consistency, which isn't good. Next, Tonale's driving dynamics leave something to be desired, which is something you wouldn't expect for an SUV of its price. Sure, it's not as expensive as luxury SUVs, but its steering lacks road feedback, and its movement lacks refinements. It got those noticeable wobbles here and there, which you can control. But really, why the heck are they there in the first place? So, despite the hype that comes behind the 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonale, it's already an underwhelming choice for me. It's going to enter a highly competitive subcompact SUV market where its rivals have better offerings and performance. If you have the cash to pay for this SUV, then feel free to try it. But hey, don't say that I didn't warn you. 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. Mitsubishi isn't a popular car brand, at least in the United States, but at the very least I do respect some of its products, some of which are worth doffing my hat to. Take the Mitsubishi Outlander as an example. However, I still suggest that you steer away from the 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. It divides the market now, and eventually you have to pick a side. But as I mentioned, it's safe not to buy this particular model year of the Mirage to avoid unnecessary regrets. Let's start with its positive features. First, it has a nice fuel economy. Second, its warranty offers more coverage, which could solidify its value. And lastly, it's very affordable. The base model starts at $16,000, making it one of the most inexpensive cars you can get right now. Now, let's focus on its bad sides, and by all means, there is a lot to point out. One of the things I need to emphasize is that it has a pokey acceleration and a feeble powertrain. It doesn't run fast and cannot generate enough output at high speeds. At the very least, it's safe to say that its engine is too unrefined. It gets noisy too, which is actually embarrassing when you are running on freeways. And yeah, this hatchback is affordable. We all know that. But is this a justification that it could use a lot of cheap parts? I don't know about you, but for me, that shouldn't be the case. 2024 Toyota Mirai. Toyota is known for producing reliable and satisfactory vehicles. There's no doubt about that. However, it pains me to say that the company might have overlooked the latest Mirai. For starters, the 2024 Toyota Mirai is a beautiful sedan. It's sleek and elegant enough to be a head-turner. And based on reports, this is the cheapest electric car you can get that can hit 400 miles per single full charge. At the same time, its fuel cell technology uses hydrogen, which means that it generates little to no carbon footprint. This sedan is a unicorn, to be honest, since it's one of its kind. Plus, its interior is definitely premium, worthy of its base price of about $51,000. With all the positive things the Mirai got, why did I think it's not a vehicle you should buy this 2024? Well, the answer is pretty much simple, and this sedan isn't applicable for modern use. There aren't too many hydrogen fuel stations in the world right now. Even in the United States, the number doesn't go over 100, and most of these stations are bolted in California. So no offense to Toyota, but I deem the Mirai too impractical at the moment. But who knows? After 5 years or so, the Toyota Mirai might become the next big thing. And that completes our list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.